All right, so the good thing is I'm finished. I got everything packed up. I'm dropping myself off, and then Noel over here is gonna take the car and leave me in the wilderness. So
Like Starsky and Hutch, stick to the clutch. Yeah, I squeeze three at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily.
so I'm at the campsite. Noel, show them. This is my favorite campsite. This is where I like to come now. I'm about to unpack. I am about to set up camp and get situated to enjoy myself. So here we go.
Yeah. Casey Marcel. You said it's over, said that we're through, said that we're through. But I just can't let it go, let go of you. Can't let go of you. Feels like my first love. So don't walk away from me. Let's make love like the first time. I'll give you the best of me. You left me standing outside on the other side.
Okay, camp is set up. Electric bed fence set up. It's not on, of course. Camp is set up. Don't mind my tripod. All right. This is the iron wall. This is the One Tigris iron wall tent. I have a portable stove in it, but the stove is pretty heavy with all of the piping and everything in it. It's about missing 2 pipes, but all together is about 47 pounds. So it gets pretty heavy. So I will be having another portable stove with me. Tent is set up, pitched pretty nice. This is the new version of the tent. The old version did not have guidelines on it. I said this in the first one. That's the reason why when I first initially pitched the tent in the first video that I put up when I was camping, it didn't look as good as it looks now. And you know, I'm not the greatest outdoorsman, so but I definitely have it pitched correctly now. It's definitely pitched out. I could put a guideline on there and pull that part out, but I might. I think I might. But it's pretty roomy inside anyway. It's not like that's giving me an issue, because it's really not. But I think that I will put a guideline in that before it's all said and done. The fence is up. I did give a review and I told you I would buy another one. I still would. But if you're going to buy this fence, because it's in your budget, get a rubber mallet. Don't use metal, because metal will go in and start breaking up those barriers. Okay, let's go inside the tent. Let's check out the crib. All right, so far I just got some things out here charging. This is a solar charger, and that's a solar charging light right there. I have all the wood ready, the shovel ready. I have my wood burning stove ready. I have I'm glad I'm glad I'm using my bug tent. Not really having issue with bugs, but flies I'm having issues. Packed light today. So the only thing I have in there is basically dry. Well, it's already pre-cooked organic foods like rice and beans and oatmeal and stuff like that. No meats. No real need for a cooler. I have my washing basin over there and my emergency bathroom glass or bottle or whatever. 6 gallons of water, because you gotta be able to wash your face. Just cooking water and stuff like that I already have it ready. That way I don't have to keep lifting up this heavy ass container of water right here. But this is it, y'all. This is it. I'm gonna use these 2 trees here for my hammock. The sun is starting to come out now, so as you can see, it's just beautiful out here, man. Like really, really beautiful out here. I want to give a special shout out to the Bearded Woodsman. You know, it's because of brothers like you and Zach Fowler and TA Outdoors and the Outdoors Boys. It's because of you guys that you've got a brother from Brooklyn, New York out here enjoying this amazing view. You know, getting out and getting in the wilderness and enjoying it. You guys really just don't understand. This is amazing. For me, this is amazing. When you grow up in the projects, you're around all of the buildings and the concrete and everything. You don't have the chance to become one with nature. And this is an amazing experience. All right, so this is what we're having for dinner. Got the fire started already inside the oven. Fire started in the oven. A little smoke coming out, not to worry, door's wide open. And plus that little bit of smoke will help keep bugs out too, so it's not bad. But we got the wood chopped everything down. I know what I like to do is I like to put a little water in there and mix it around, that way I don't waste anything. So while this wood is burning a little bit more, I'm going to take a little bit of water, pour it in this pouch, and try to get as much as I can from out of it before I put it in my, I have a case that it's like smell proof, and you can put food in it or something that's garbage that had food in it if like really you're out and about and you just can't burn it. Where's my... That's why it pays to be better organized, right? Okay, got my salt and peppers out. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Probably sits right over here. Oh, those little pokers. There we go. Here they are. Okay. I try to keep a lot of things in sealant bags. Spoons and stuff. Because even after you use them, they'll have the scent. Even after you clean them after using them, they still have the scent of food on them. You know, animals can really smell. Unlike humans, they're just a different kind of animal. All pun intended. So we're gonna get these beans on and cook them and get the rice on with them and cook them together. Ah, these smell so good. These smell so good. It's been a long day. And we have organic rice. Organic long grain white rice. I would rather the jasmine. It's what I usually get, but they didn't have it, so beggars can't be choosy. In this case, I'm no beggar, but definitely a hungry man. So yeah, let's get some more wood in there. The thing that's incredible about these stoves are that you can actually control, you know, the heat with what you're putting in. And I can tell you that that's appreciated. Oh, I fucked that up. Excuse me, I mucked that up. There you go. Let's get some more wood in there. And let's just get a larger piece in there. That way we don't have to worry about it for a little bit while everything's getting there cooking up. Get that heat going. Yeah, real good. And I got little woods to start a fire later on tonight if it gets cold, because that's the only other time I'm gonna light the stove. We are in the summertime. Even though I'm in the mountains, it's not as cold as one would think. So, and the good thing, like I said again about the stove, is that I can control the heat in this. We will get a smaller stove, a little smaller stove, more portable. That way it's lighter. I can take it on back, you know, packing trips and stuff like that. The plan is to take this stove and leave it when I finish purchasing some property out here in the wilderness, so I can just do some bush camping on at my leisure. It's my private property. I don't have to worry about any trespassers or anyone being on it. And if I do see anyone on it, I can tell them to either leave or conduct myself in an orderly fashion, whichever way I know is best to protect myself. Of course, that's the way I'm going to go by. But it's better than deferred camping, you know, boondock camping, just dropping off, because anybody can pretty much drop off and be there. I mean, and that's the sad thing about it. It's not like you know, you have the world to yourself. I mean, you do have peace. You do, trust me, you will have peace. I'm sure you'll find it. It shouldn't be hard to find it when you're out camping too, because people usually respect it, and they allow you to have your peace and quiet, and they allow you to have your calm, so you're not really bothered by anybody. But you want your own land, you know, your own land. If you want to hunt, you can hunt. If you want to shoot, you can shoot. No one can say anything. Let's just put a dash of salt in here. Some pink sea salt from the Himalayan mountains. That's what they said, but you know, people lie all the time. I do know it's damn good salt. Let's mix this salt up in there. And then let's just sit this on this oven and let it heat up. Roll up a stick. You can get a stick rolled up while it's nice. This gets nice and warmed up, and we're good to go. Oh, yeah. This tastes so good. I needed that. So I'm gonna get the stick rolled up, and I'm gonna check the tail end of this food. Here is the container I was talking to you about. It's airproof. So what I do is I just take my trash that I can't burn, because if I can, I'll burn it. You'll see a lot of people with the fire starters, and I have all of it. I have all of that, and all of that is here for an emergency, just in case my lighters stop working. For people that camp, especially first-time campers, I can assure you that it's not easy at all, trust me. But if you apply yourself, it won't be as difficult either, okay? So if you apply yourself, if you decide to go out and do it, you'll get it done. There will be moments where you're chopping down and you're like, damn, this is difficult. It's not like I thought it would be. These guys make it seem pretty damn easy, and that's their job, you know? But if you're gonna go out, and you're gonna decide to explore, if you're gonna go out and you're gonna say, you know, I'm gonna challenge myself, I'm gonna go see the unknown, You know, these are the things that I want to do. If you're going to do that, let me move this real quick. Then you got to be prepared for the challenges, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It will not be easy. Trust me. It's just not going to. It's not going to be easy at all. It is not. It's their job to make it look easy, because these guys have been doing this for a long time. You know, going out with their fathers. You know, when you're just deciding to do this, when you're like, you know what, I want to challenge myself, I want to do it. You know, don't be discouraged. Accept the challenge. You know, accept the challenge and go out and get it done. Go out. Let me see. Let me make sure everything. Yeah. Accept the challenge. Go out and get it done. Got my entertainment set up. First night is going to be a nice, easy night. Second night, I'm going to enjoy myself. Third night, I'm going to enjoy myself. Or rather, this night, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy myself tomorrow night. This is a 2-day camping trip alone in the wilderness. And not at a campsite like the first one. The first one was a campsite that I went to. It was a paid campsite. This is not a paid campsite. This is not a paid campsite. There are wild animals here. They suggested that you take all precautions in order to make sure that you keep yourself safe and the animals safe if you can. That's the reason why I have the electric bear fence, and I decided to invest in an electric bear fence, because personally, I don't want to have to kill an animal. I don't want to have to kill a fox. I don't want to have to kill a wolf. I don't want to have to kill anything. You know, if I have to, then I will, but I don't want to. I don't want to kill anything at all, period. I don't. So if I can avoid it, you know, I'm going to avoid it. And first thing first, the first thing we put up is our barrier, which is an electric portable fence. And you see me gripe about it. If I could, I still would not buy it, and I still would make my own, because the option is out there, and I know I could have done a better job. But for most people, you can't do a better job. For most people, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. Well, it's not for most people. For a lot of people, you probably would be discouraged in doing it, and you probably wouldn't get it done. So, if you're like that, then I would recommend buying the fence. I recommend buying the fence, and don't use a metal hammer on it. Use a mallet on it, a rubber mallet on it. Make sure that it's a rubber mallet, because if you use metal, these poles are fragile and you can actually break them. So use a mallet. A mallet works. It works really, very, very well. Yeah. Nice hot coals in there. That fire's looking nice and decent. All right, YouTube, I'm back. And I just finished writing my first entry in for the day. Of course, you can't read it. Let me make sure I put the time in. It is... Yep. So, entry in, entry done. Entry into the entry book. There is a lot of traffic coming through here. So it's a dirt road back there, and people are utilizing it. And I'm not upset that they are either. Whatever floats your boat, right? Let's check on this food. Let's check on this food. Yeah, it's starting to heat up in there. So let's leave this on there for a while. Let that cook up. Keep some of that heat in there. There we go. Keep it cracked. Keep some of that heat in there. But this stove is different. This stove, like normal stoves you would see in tents, they would have dampers. This one does not have a damper. It has a vent at the top of the front door, which would then push in, I guess, or suck in more oxygen to create a larger fire inside of there. But that's not what we're going for. So we got the door cracked just a little bit. Door is cracked just a little bit. You see, just a little bit. And we got the top vents on the door closed, but the one on the bottom open, sucking in as much heat as it can. We're keeping it kind of in there, still letting it out. We don't want it too hot in this tent, but we do want to be able to cook our dinner. All right, so you guys are here for politics. So we're going to do camping and politics right now. You're on the Wolfpack Camping channel, and we're going to do camping and politics. I'm watching as a lot of Americans are just giving away their freedoms. Like just giving them away. Like there's no fight, no nothing. This coronavirus, of course, it's a virus. They created it. This is something that they created. Hold on. Let me put my mic in. Let me use my Rode mic so we can get out. Let me plug in this Rode mic so we can try to keep out a lot of the BS. People must be really leaving camp or trying to come in and find an area to camp in. I'm watching as people are openly giving away their rights. This coronavirus is serious. It's a virus. They created it. They started in the U.S. They took the novel version of it to Wuhan, China, where people like Bill Gates and Barack Obama, who used our money to help helped make it possible for it to happen and be created right now, ravaging the United States and people all over the world. But putting on face masks, it's not going to save you. It's not the key to stopping of the virus. If it did, then it would have worked a long time ago. All of these new upticks in cases and everything, where do you think that came from? Protesters. And the fact that they're going to have tests, they're going to test positive because we know about the papaya fruit and we know about the goat blood from Africa. So we know that a lot of these tests will come back faulty anyway. I wonder how many of those cases have had second opinions done and then showed that the results were in fact different or wrong. Let's just say it. But if standing 6 feet apart worked, you wouldn't need to wear masks. If wearing masks worked, you wouldn't need to stand 6 feet apart. You know, this is something that's serious. It's very serious. But when a doctor wears a mask and he's in surgery, that's because they don't want any saliva to come out of these individuals' mouth and then possibly taint the patient. They have to speak to one another when they're in these operating rooms. This is how you stop spit from flying and hitting your patient that's on a table. But they're not wearing these masks all day in the hospital all day. Up until now, because a few idiots are deciding to just follow suit. They've just seen how far they've gone with turning a population into sheeple. It's sad. I'm about to get into my book. I have a really, really good book that I've been entertained by while I've had the opportunity to camp. And it's my favorite author. He is the author of The Lincoln Lawyer. His name is Michael Culliney. And I am currently reading The Brass Verdict. So I'm going to get into my book. And I guess when supper finishes, I'll show you guys what it looks like. And then I'll get into my book, eat my supper, and I guess we'll be back. Dinner is ready. Dinner's ready. About to eat this up and get the itis. I'm definitely about to close up the front of this tent and get ready for early bed. Get up nice and early, get some breakfast in, some coffee. I'll check in a few before I hit the sheets. Well, before I hit the bedroll. Talk to you guys later. The one thing I love about this pot, the Stanley pot that I got from Walmart, not only does it fit stuff in and everything else, but it gets cold really fast. Doesn't stay hot long. The food stays hot inside. You can usually just use the pot as a bowl unless you have a guest with you. Then of course you use the bowls that come in the pot. But I really love this damn pot. I really do. I know at some point it's gonna have to come to an end, but it's gonna be a sad day when it happens. I got a chapter in. I have my solar lamp that I'll be using tonight, and this is a Ozark Trail. I'll be using that. I'm so upset with myself that I didn't use this bug tent before, because I can assure you that this is a miracle worker. When I mean that this thing is a miracle worker, it's a miracle worker. I'm about prepared to just chillax, and just chillax, chill, get comfortable. It's not bedtime yet, but it's the comfortable time. I gotta take off my camping shirt. Orange is the new black. Because my homeboy's getting it done. You feel me? So I'll be wearing this pretty much through the whole entire episode. I'll be putting this again on tomorrow. Do I have extra shirts? Absolutely. Will I be using them? No. I'll be using that shirt. I really, really love the shirt. And I'm going to start wearing my Make America Great Again shirts camping too. Sun's going down. As you can see, the temperature has changed. That's the reason why I am fully dressed right now in all my garb. So I'm about to start this fire, get this fire started, because I definitely want to rinse out this pot right here and get it cleaned up so I can make sure I have breakfast tomorrow. Don't worry about it. But I think that I'm gonna end up making breakfast in one of these cups here. But just to have it cleaned and I don't have to worry about it, get it out the way, I'll be happy with that. But let's start this fire. I can't wait to sip on this coffee, smoke a stick with it, and just relax. This has been so relaxing. I can tell you, it's been relaxing. Aside from chopping all the wood, I've been really, really, really enjoying myself. I've been enjoying myself chopping the wood too, FYI. So we got this pot over here boiling so we can clean it out. And we got some coffee over here brewing right now. And we got that fire going right now. Oh, look. So we made some use of the solar light. I like it. Get to pitch it, put it up there, and just pitch it to my entertainment system over here. I think that I'm about to finish this coffee, which is really good right now, and get into my book a little bit and relax. This is amazing. Really is. everybody. How did I sleep? I slept pretty good. A little chilly this morning, but not that bad. I put a fire on, made me some hot tea. Still actually drinking the tea as we speak. Cool is good. This tent. So this tent is getting holes in it. This tent is getting holes in it. Blowing minds, like super blowing minds. I don't know if it's from the chimney or not, and I doubt it because the chimney is pretty high up. It would be hard for a spark to leave from out that chimney and still be hot enough to come on the side of the tent and put a burnt mark in it. I don't know what it is, but and when I used the tent before at the other campgrounds and made the pipe even smaller, I didn't have to worry about any fire coming from out of this stove pipe and putting some heat on this tent. But every time I come to this campsite, I end up getting holes in my tent. And I don't know what the hell it is, but I know I'm getting a full refund on this tent because, I mean, I love it. I'm going to try to buy it one more time. They say third time is the charm. So I'm going to get a refund and then I'm going to buy this tent all over again. That's a hole right there. That's another little hole right there. And that's a hole right there. And it's hard for me to believe that with this stove jack over here, right? With as hot as it is over there, there's no holes at the top of my tent. Like, there's no holes at the top of my tent. Like, it just always seems to catch a hole here, here, or here. I don't know if something is hitting it, but then it looks like it's like something singed it a little, but not singed it. I don't know. Look at that. What I'll be doing today? Well, this got wet inside the tent, and we're doing camp chores right now. So you know what camp chores means? It means that we're cleaning up. We're not scheduled to leave yet. We have one more night. But I just want to make sure that I check to see what's going on with this pipe right here. I wanna learn the best way to use it. I don't know if it's putting holes in my tent from the pipe. I suspect that could be the issue because this is the second tent I have, and rather than send the tent back and get my money back, I just patched up the two little holes that was in it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the stove outside tonight to see if I wake up to see any new holes in the tent. If I wake up to see any new holes in the tent, then I'll send back for my money. I'll ask for a refund, and then I'll just, find another tent. But it would be a shame, to be honest with you. I really, really, really like tent. I really like the tent. It would be a shame to have to get a different one or another one or just a different company. I'm going to try different tents and different companies out. Like there are a couple tents that I have my eye on that I'll be purchasing next after we get the stove. But this is my first hot tent, man. I don't want to just give up on it. So I patched it up. It's got some war scars on it. It gives it a little bit of character. And moving forward, we're gonna see what we're gonna see. We're just gonna see. We'll see what happens. All right, so my oatmeal's finished. Oatmeal's done. Good thing. All right, let's check the rest of the campsite out. All right, so we got the inside of the tent nice and cleaned out. Like I said, the fireproof tarp got wet, so I basically just took it out just now. Okay, so the inside of the tent is clean. I took out the fireproof tarp because it got wet. So now I do have it under the stove, drying off while I have the fire in there lit. Hopefully it'll dry off enough so I can put it back in there. And I have my hammock set up, bug net, everything set up. That's for in a few minutes when I go to smoke my stick and read my book. I'll be reading it in the shade and in the hammock for a couple hours after breakfast, and just letting the rest of this tent air out. Like I was saying, it's hard to believe that it was the stove that put these holes in the tent, because why not? I mean, I've had it happen before in the past, and it happens on this side, but here it is. It happened on this side. Here's one hole that I patched up. Still has some glue on the outside of it. Let me just smear that in there, make sure it's nice and flat on there. And let me try to wipe some excess stuff off with some spit. Okay, and there's another hole that I patched up right there that's just still drying. So I guess for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just let it dry for a few hours, come back to it, see how it looks, and then I'll just deal with it from there. Like I said, got to give the tent some character. I'm not gonna send the tent back. I could send the tent back and get a brand new one, but we'll see how this acts first, and then from that point on, I'll see if I'll be sending the tent back or not. All right, so let me get some breakfast in, roll my stick, and then get some relaxation in with this book. So at least I got these holes plugged up. The two main ones that I felt like it needed to be. We got thunderstorms, crazy winds, tent is holding up, and got my coffee over there still warming up. Got some anime on.